What is the 7 powers in the Gospels of Mary Magdalene? The work of unifying the soul with the egoic self is rooted in a spiritual practice of the early Christians, or self-emptying love. Each time we can become aware while we are trapped in one of the 7 powers of the ego. We allow love to overwhelm us so that we can then release the ego. The 7 powers of the ego that Christ articulates in Mary's Gospel will become later in the 6th century of Christian history the 7 demons that Christ expelled from Mary, according to Mary's Gospel, though they are simply powers, not demons. They are powers that we all contain, and that we are not meant to feel ashamed. We're not meant to transcend them, to deny and spiritually bypass them. We are meant to experience the fullness of our humanity. The practice we have the honor of working on while we're alive is to consciously bring love to these powers. We can practice becoming aware of when we're entrenched in one of them. Otherwise, some of us can be confined to a power rage. For example, the 7th, for days, weeks, sometimes even for years on end. The word for death in Aramaic, one of the languages Christ spoke, translates as existing elsewhere. Ultimately, the practice of self-emptying love. The path of the earliest form of Christianity is about being present. It's about actually being present to where we are and who we are with in each moment. Otherwise, we can spend the majority of our life existing elsewhere. And then we miss out on the possibilities and opportunities that only exist when we are fully present to the presence of love right here within us. The 7 powers of the ego that Mary's Gospel reveals to us. First, the power of darkness. Second, clinging, which is craving for things or people to be different than they are. Third is the power of ignorance, and this leaves us disconnected and unaware. The 4th power is excess, and this applies to an extreme amount of any activity or substance that throws us out of balance or even in potential danger. The 5th power is very pervasive, and it's the power of forgetting. It's mistaking this beloved body for the true self and forgetting the presence of the soul within. The 6th power is simply the body, and it's when we ignore its wisdom. It's when we become captive to habits that may comfort us or that keeps us asleep in habitual routines, rather than listening deeply to what the body might need in each moment. The 7th power of the ego in Mary's Gospel is rage. And this is not the sacred rage that aligns us with others in the fight for injustice, or that allows us to create boundaries for ourselves and our preciously short lives. This form of rage in the seventh power is anger to the point of destruction, the kind of rage that hurts others and ourselves. Try to remember when you draw one of the seven power cards in this oracle, this is a great sign. It means you're ready to do transformational work. You're ready to free yourself more so you can make your next choice in life or in a relationship, not from the ego, but from the soul of love. You are also and have always been.